The Trump administration on Monday night said it was freezing $2.2 billion in grants to Harvard University over concerns about anti-Semitism on campus and other issues. The freeze was announced hours after Harvard flatly rejected demands by the Trump administration to eliminate its DEI programs and screen international students for ideological concerns, including anti-Semitism, putting nearly $9 billion in federal funding for the university at risk. No government, regardless of which party is in power, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they can admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue, Harvard President Alan Garber wrote in a note to the university community, detailing his reasons for not complying with the demands. Although some of the demands outlined by the government are aimed at combating anti-Semitism, the majority represent direct governmental regulation of the, quote, intellectual conditions at Harvard, Garber said. The U.S. General Services Administration and Department of Education responded with a statement detailing the freeze of $2.2 billion in multi-year grants and $60 million in multi-year contract value to Harvard. Harvard's statement today reinforces the troubling entitlement mindset that is endemic in our nation's most prestigious universities and colleges, that federal investment does not come with the responsibility to uphold civil rights laws, the federal agencies said. The disruption of learning that has plagued campuses in recent years is unacceptable. The harassment of Jewish students is intolerable, the agencies said. It is time for elite universities to take the problem seriously and commit to meaningful change if they wish to continue receiving taxpayer support. A Harvard spokesman pointed CNBC to Garber's earlier statement when asked about the grant and contract freeze. The spokesman highlighted Garber's comment. For the government to retreat from these partnerships now risks not only the health and well-being of millions of individuals, but also the economic security and vitality of our nation. Garber also said that the federal government, for nearly a century, has provided grants and contracts to Harvard, which have led to, quote, groundbreaking innovations across a wide range of medical, engineering, and scientific fields. Harvard is potentially better positioned to fight financial pressure from President Donald Trump and his administration to comply with demands for changes on its Cambridge, Massachusetts campus. The university has a $53 billion endowment, more than $10 billion higher than the second-largest endowment at Yale University. The Trump administration, in a letter Friday to Harvard, demanded the university eliminate its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs and called for screening international students for purported support of terrorism, anti-Semitism, and hostility to, quote, the American values and institutions inscribed in the U.S. Constitution and Declaration of Independence. Earlier Monday, Harvard said in a tweet, the university will not surrender its independence or relinquish its constitutional rights. Neither Harvard nor any other private university can allow itself to be taken over by the federal government, the tweet said. Lawyers for Harvard in a separate letter Monday said that the university has taken steps to fight anti-Semitism. Harvard remains open to dialogue about what the university has done and is planning to do to improve the experience of every member of its community, the attorneys wrote. But Harvard is not prepared to agree to demands that go beyond the lawful authority of this or any administration. One of the lawyers representing Harvard is Robert Hur, who, as a Department of Justice special counsel, investigated former President Joe Biden's handling of classified documents. Hur was appointed by Trump in 2017 to serve as U.S. Attorney for Maryland. Harvard's other lawyer, William Burke, serves as an outside ethics advisor for the Trump Organization and global co-chair of law firm Quinn Emanuel LLP. The White House had suggested earlier Monday that it would now cut off funding for Harvard. Trump is working to make higher education great again by ending unchecked anti-Semitism and ensuring federal taxpayer dollars do not fund Harvard's support of dangerous racial discrimination or racially motivated violence, White House spokesperson Harrison Fields said in a statement. Harvard or any institution that wishes to violate Title VI is, by law, not eligible for federal funding, Fields said. The White House has zeroed in on colleges and universities as part of its crackdown on DEI programs nationwide since Trump regained office in January.